Hello and welcome to NBP Hotseat with Ibrahim Ababou. Across the African continent, energy independence and industrialization are no longer distant aspirations. They have become strategic imperatives. As Togo accelerates the transformation of its power sector under its Togo Horizon 2030 roadmap, one critical question stands out. What role will nuclear energy play in the country's future energy mix? To explore these issues, we are honored to welcome His Excellency Robert Koffi Messan Eklo, Minister of Energy and Mines of Togo. Togo is at a pivotal moment in its energy development, from diversifying its electricity mix and accelerating investment in the renewable energy to achieving universal access to electricity and exploring emerging technologies such as civil nuclear power. Your ministry is leading a transformation that will shape the nation's economical and industrial future. Welcome, Minister, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
Welcome, hello, and thank you for having me. And, I'm all yours and ready to answer your questions.
Thank you very much. My first question, could you provide us with an overview of Togo's current energy mix, particularly the balance between thermal power, hydropower, and solar energy?
The current Togo energy mix is simple. We are very much into fossil fuels, around 60% from fossil, 10% from hydroelectric, and 30% or more, 31% in renewable.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Also, diving in nuclear energy, how does nuclear energy fit with the Togo Horizon 2030? Is it long-term ambition, or is it already an active component of the government's strategic planning?
Today, the nuclear energy is, I can say it's an active component of the government strategy, but it requires medium to long-term planning. You need to create the ecosystem. You need to create the positive and the inherent situation where nuclear energy can thrive. So you need to have people, you need to have regulation, you need to have a lot of things that are prerequisite to be able to do that. So when I say medium term, we wish to achieve deployment of micro nuclear reactor, let's say in fact, or nano nuclear, the smallest one, as soon as they are available, because it's all-in-one included. And the small modular reactor, which is more than 500 megawatts, in an horizon of 10, 15 years. So it's already part of the mix, it's already part of the strategy. And we understand that we try to build fossil fuel power plant, but the nuclear one, the SMR, are let's say, the medium way to get to decarbonize electricity, to increase electricity production that will sustain our industrialization and sustain the electrification of usage that the decarbonization entails. So let's say it's an important part, I say a crucial part of our energy mix, in an horizon of 10, 15 years. It should be, we haven't put numbers, but I think that we will be there in terms of 10, 20, part of our mix that could be nuclear in 10, 15 years.
That's fantastic to hear. And it's exactly within the commercialization timeline of small modular reactors and even nano reactors, as you mentioned. They're looking to their commercialization in early 2030. So it's fit perfectly your timeline. Also, what generating capacity is envisioned for Togo's nuclear power plant, and what is the anticipated as you've already answered about 10, 15 years, but is there like a specific timeline for its development?
Let me be clear. We have been very, let's say, as a lot of emerging market countries, we are very been poor in capacity planning because we have been always, it has been always overshot, because we have been always surprised by the growth of the demand. And our models are such in dire state because we cannot, let's say, accurately predict the exact demand down the road. We know that it's going to explode. We know that we need to be prepared. And we know that no industry will come before you offer them electricity energy. So the current experience growth is 10% a year, but the anticipated growth, if and when we allow excess capacity to be in the mix so that we can, let's say, be like a honeypot, or be like the destination of choice of new industries. I can say the demand growth, the sky is the limit. So today in conservative numbers, with 10% growth, we are doubling every 6-7 years, but I can feel that we're gonna double every 5 years because of the industrialization, X factor. So we expect in 10-15 years to require an installed capacity as a total of, let's say, 2 gigawatts. And if we have a small modular reactor of 500, then we'll be at the 25 megawatt. But this is still, for me, conservative.
I see, and it's good to have ambition and to work on it, and that's what you're exactly doing. That's fantastic. So Togo also will serve on the IAEA Board of Governors until 2030. How does the government intend to leverage this influential position to accelerate knowledge transfer, technical assistance, and the training of next generation of Togolese engineers and scientists?
We are good neighbors. We are good IAEA participant, member state, and we will represent the voice of the emerging market inside the IAEA. And first of all, we would like to be the voice of consensus toward the designation of the new Secretary General, and one who will work for all, one who will work for safety, one who will work for knowledge transfer and education and opportunities in nuclear for emerging market countries, emerging market people, such as Togo. So the way we would like to leverage will not be leveraging for ourselves. As I say, we will be in, we are in for, we will be the voice of all our peers as in the terms of the development toward the nuclear path ecosystem installation. So we have signed a country partnership framework with IAEA 2026-2031. We will leverage on this. We will use as much as we can. We will try to leverage all avenues of cooperation already offered in standard program by the agency, and we will train as much as we can. We will we will ask the agency to help us, jumpstart the Togo Atomic Energy Commission, which has been created last year, but still lacks people. We need rules, we need process, we need a lot of things, and to create this ecosystem. So our time in the Board of Governors will be a time of responsibility, of knowledge acquisition, of nuclear ecosystem building inside Togo, increased cooperation in nuclear with Togo's neighbors, and with such countries or other countries in the world, but first and foremost with, let's say, neighboring Ghana and Nigeria and Morocco, who as country already have a pilot nuclear program or a research nuclear engine. Yes. So again, as the President of the Council says, we will use our time to help protect and the people. And also we will need a lot of communication, because nuclear energy raises fears. And especially when countries didn't have before any nuclear power plant or nuclear installation. They don't even know, people don't even know that there is some nuclear isotope, nuclear materials already with the cancer treatment facilities and all those imaging system, and in some, measurement tool, and in some, let's say, in agriculture or water treatment to eradicate some, bacteria and everything. So they don't know that. But as soon as you tell them you want to build a nuclear power plant, then you raise a lot of maybe negative thinking because of Fukushima, and before that Chernobyl, and even before 3 Mile Island. So we will need to do a lot of communication, and this is where we also internally we will try to leverage the support of the agency to start the way, not only building the ecosystem, but most importantly, people come first, to start communicate, allay fears, and give answer to people about the nuclear energy. I think it's first and foremost important.
I totally agree. And stakeholder engagement, as you mentioned, is very crucial in the nuclear power program. As you mentioned, a lot of people, just out of misunderstanding and out of lack of knowledge, they fear nuclear. But when they really know about it, they change their mind. And that's very important. My last question, does Togo have a preferred geopolitical or technological partner for its nuclear program, such as United States, France, Russia, China, South Korea, or any other? Or does the government remain open to working with all leading international nuclear technology providers?
If the political alignment that is championed by the President of the Council of Togo, His Excellency Mr. 𝐻𝐻𝐼𝐬𝐬𝐿, we are open to all countries. Togo is a welcoming country. We don't discriminate. So in terms of cooperation, we are open to all sorts of cooperation. We are, let's say, the new kid on the block of nuclear, and we will try to make our way. And this is not time to say this technology, this partners is better on this one, and we will work with whoever would like to work with us. So it's a two-way situation, and we don't have any preferred partners, any preferred countries, any preferred technology. So we will look at every avenues open to us for cooperation. And by the way, in terms of cooperation, I would like to emphasize and to announce that Togo will be hosting the next Nuclear Energy Industry Innovation Summit in Africa from 1st, 2nd, and 3rd of June, 2027. So I hope to see you there. And please, when it's open, book your seat.
Yes, indeed, we will. Thank you very much. And as you mentioned, it's a great opportunity for Togo to host such events. So to announce to the world that you are serious about nuclear energy and your programming is going well. Fantastic. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister Eklo. Thank you for sharing your vision and the government's priorities for Togo's energy future. While listening to you today, one observation came to mind. For Togo, civil nuclear energy is not a distant aspiration, but a strategic option being pursued with pragmatism, rigor, and national sovereignty. Whether through the careful selection of advanced technologies or the development of local human capital, Togo is demonstrating its determination to become a knowledgeable, proactive leader in the global energy transition. To our audience, thank you for joining us today. We look forward to welcoming you back very soon for another episode of NBP Hot Seat. Thank you very much, Mr. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Ababou. Wishing you well and hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much.